see is that she outed my sexual abuse.
Yeah, that was
and
tough
that
to
was
watch.
a problem.
That was really tough to watch.
That would have been a problem for anybody,
sure.
you know. And anybody would have had an attitude.
Yeah.
And anybody would be ready to fight and be on defense mode. And that's what happened. And so I felt like they didn't.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh?
We did an episode with 𝐻𝐿𝐫𝐷𝐻, and I was excited about it, but that excitement came to an end when she decided to tell everyone that I was domestically sexually abused from the ages of 6 to 16, and I'd never told anyone that.
I want to pause you on that because that is a big moment.
It's a big moment.
And it is a big allegation.
Well, it's not an allegation, it's a fact.
Tamar goes into speaking about how she had been abused for an extended amount of time in her family by her immediate family. And we have all guessed and said who we think it is, but I thought she said it was multiple family members. So I'm just wondering, was it maybe her brother? Was it one of her sisters? What we do know is she has revealed who the person is that went back to producers and put the information out about Tamar just to pretty much talk about it, where Tamar was actually not comfortable with talking about it. So we kind of know at this moment, and everybody has been talking about it, that Tamar is not the villain. In fact, it is Towanda who's been the villain from the very beginning. Now let's look at her and Tamar's relationship throughout this show, well, which is now called The Braxtons, but we know it was called The Braxton Family Values, and I'm so glad they changed that name because there is no values that we're looking for from them.
Are you serious? Yes. Are you serious? Because guess what? The real problem, if you really wanted to be honest, and if you really wanted to be an adult, and if you really wanted to hash things out with me, you would admit to yourself the fact of the matter that you can't handle it. You can't take it. You can't call me. You can't say, bitch, how you doing, ho? What you doing? What's up? How you feeling? You can't do that. You want to know why? Because you're mean, and you're hateful, and you don't have to be. You really don't have to be. And every time, you know,
Tamar goes into telling Towanda how mean and how hateful she is. And it's seeming just that way because we can never forget what Tracy said. And what did Tracy say? She was a what?
Don't be looking like that, you snake-ass son of a gun. You're a snake, and then you like a certain way. Everybody in the world has to feel the way that Towanda does, and if they don't feel like that, then you're kicked out of the club. But I'm the mean person, and I'm the ostracized.
But let me tell you something. Towanda doesn't have a problem.
Tamar was there for
Towanda
you
doesn't have
on
a problem.
your 40th birthday. You wasn't there for me during her success story.
Now, if we didn't learn nothing from Tracy, one thing we did learn is that she told us years ago that Towanda wasn't nothing but a damn snake. You know, get too close to it, you might get bit. But one of the other things that we need to get into is everybody is talking about how Tamar was paying Towanda bills back in the days. And it looks like Tamar is still paying Towanda bills because we know Tamar put it out there like, hold on, chick. I put your down payment down on your new house with your new husband. And we're not talking about Andre. So she went from Andre, who she said didn't have no money, and then she went to this Mr. Hall guy. Now, are we in the same predicament, Towanda? Because in a previous video I did, you talked about how your man was taking care of you. Now, how is he taking care of you if he couldn't put the down payment down on the house that you and him both live in?
He driving your car that I bought you. He doing all that stuff for you. I did that for you, not for him.
So yeah, Tamar was paying her bills, bought her a car because Andre wasn't. Like, I can't remember what season it was, but they go to Trina, Tamar, and Towanda go to speak to Antavius, their lawyer, about Towanda filing for divorce and how she wants to split everything up. It comes up, Tamar calls Andre a babysitter. He's not paying for anything. Tawanda's paying for everything. Her sisters are helping her pay for everything. Towanda goes off on Tamar, and it comes out that Tamar had bought her a car, was paying her bills, yada yada yada. Hold on.
I am really regretting that I bought Tamar. She is fighting me. She's not supporting me. Andre is a great father. He's just not a good husband. I just need support. And good, bad, or indifferent, regardless of if you agree or not, all I need is the support.
Okay, but support
That's all I'm
is
saying.
not BSing
But
you.
and also
I'm not
the
finna
support
do that.
and also support is not attacking me.
I'm
in
not
my
attacking
decision.
you.
Well, it seems like Towanda wanted support, but what I'm guessing is she wanted financial support and didn't want Tamar to actually say anything. But listen, don't ask me for my money and then don't want to hear what I got to say, because I don't know how it works when you are in a relationship with your man and he broke, because I just never had those problems. I guess everybody that I dated knew if they was broke, they just kept it to themselves and figured it out. Because at the point that you are broke because your husband ain't got nothing and your sister have to buy you a car, she has to do all these things for you, but then you don't want to hear what she has to say. So it seems like Towanda was using Tamar from the very beginning.
I'm telling him, your lawyer, the truth from the outside looking in, from what it is. You live with your sister. He driving your car that I bought you. He doing all that stuff for you. I did that for you, not for him. That's what he's trying to say. I'm talking about him. We're talking about him. Can't get mad about that. You don't help people out for them. You help people out for your loved ones. I'm saying it's not cool.
Tamar. So I believe the real problem between Tamar and Towanda Braxton is because Towanda feels like the life that she lived is Tamar's fault. We all know that it was a group called the Braxtons. Toni went off to be a solo star because she was the oldest, and she propelled the Braxton name into the greatness that it is now. The rest of the four sisters were supposed to carry on the group without Toni. Tracy could not go on with the group because she couldn't sign because she was pregnant, as we all know, and the rest of the girls was made to go on, which was the three: Trina, Tamar, and Towanda. All of the girls always act like Tracy was holding on to something from 20 years ago and it was still eating her up and everything like that. Whole time, it was not just Tracy. It also was Towanda. And Towanda, problem is she always tried to hold her composure, acting like it never bothered her or like she was over and stuff. But it still shows that it's jealousy. That's what the real issue is between her and Tamar. She hides behind acting like, I support my sister, I'm happy for my sister, but do you really? No. The problem, in my opinion, started back in the Braxtons when Tamar left the Braxtons to go solo. Right before the Braxton girls was set to do their second album, Tamar went and did her first album, Ridiculousness, which went on to be changed to Tamar. After that, in my opinion, I feel like the girls never really looked at Tamar the same, but honestly, Towanda held the gripe harder. Then when the Braxton Family Values came on, she had to watch Tamar live such a lavish life, just like Toni lived. However, Toni was the star and Tamar was married to an executive that managed Toni. Even with the girls going over to Tamar and Vince's house, Towanda was always known for taking Tamar's stuff, coming and take her clothes, taking it home, feeling like Tamar had a lot of stuff so she could give it to her. And Tamar was okay with it to a point. Tamar went on record saying that she bought all her sisters' cars and helped her sisters with their finances. And Toni and Tamar was the only two actually helping the mom with her finances because she didn't get anything in the divorce from their father. I remember one time Trina was like, well, you only do that because you got Vince. And Toni had to jump in and say, actually, Tamar had been doing it before her and Vince got together. And the thing about it is Tamar is the youngest. All of the other ladies and their husbands, they felt like they settled. They felt like they settled, and Tamar went upward. Even when Tamar went and got the Real and Love and War album and everything came out and got her spinoff, Tamar and Vince. I remember when Tamar and Towanda was having a sit down about the whole spinoff, and she just was like, you were real sneaky about having the spinoff and you didn't want to tell us, and just like you did back when the album happened. Towanda always felt like, how did Tamar get to this level? And she's the youngest. That's really the gripe. That's really the gripe. And until Towanda is honest about that, it will never get to the bottom of it. Because Tracy Ben told her, she said, Towanda was the snake of the group. She said it years ago. She said Towanda was a snake and she was low down and she antagonized people and she start with people, but she hide behind her calm demeanor because it's an image that she tries to uphold. Towanda has to be honest before they can ever heal as a sisterhood.
With the things that has been going on. You have been very, very sneaky with the things that have been transpiring. Instead of you coming here and saying, hey, I'm being offered this spinoff show, you pretended that it wasn't happening. That's not cool.
Let me tell you the bottom line is, and this is the 100% core fact. I did not go and pursue my own spinoff show. It was offered. He didn't want to do it.
My thing is, and I'm just going to be blunt and honest and transparent.
Yeah.
How can I be jealous of my youngest sister and not be jealous of Tony?
Because you as an individual and collectively as a family have long come to terms with the fact that Tony is the star of the family. And also, Tony has been famous and successful since the 90s. So you guys have had more than enough time to get accustomed to Tony being the famous sibling. Now with Tamar, on the other hand, all of you guys, as the Braxton sisters, were all under Tony's shadow. And Tamar was able to break away from that. That is the difference.
Literally the villain, and it's been how many seasons and y'all still not realizing it? Weird. The new season of the Braxtons just came out and they are in grief therapy in this recent episode, yada yada yada. A lot of stuff is coming out, obviously, every time they go to therapy sessions, it comes. But Towanda, the way Towanda responds to Tamar, saying that her sisters don't reach out to her, her sisters don't come over when she calls, her sister doesn't answer her phone calls or her text messages, tells you everything you need to know if you didn't watch the previous Braxton Family Values show. And the thing about it, Tamar's delivery be wrong. Don't get me wrong, Tamar's delivery oftentimes is wrong, but she is oftentimes saying the same things as her sisters. All they want is a relationship with each other. And as soon as Tamar has a problem and speaks up about it, it's an issue. Trina says it all the time. Tony cries about it all the time. Towanda yells it and pushes glasses off the table all the time. Tracy said it all the time. But as soon as Tamar says it, it's a problem. Towanda is the real villain. And Towanda goes around and makes everybody pick either her or Tamar. Every time. Every single time.